Alright, welcome back to our 100% playthrough of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim on PlayStation 5. And today's episode, we have made it back to Iverstead, finally got everything unloaded, and going to do a little bit of a change here so that we can go ahead and get the shout we need before we really enjoy this small city for what it is. We're going to go ahead and take care of the Graybeards in the time we have.
Certainly. Be careful.
So let's go ahead and leave Mule here, because we are going to be doing a lot of area effect magic. And to be honest, I am sick to death of her killing me because of me accidentally poking her. So for this one, we know it's going to be an arduous journey. We just need to find the start to it. Normally, I run right smack into it. I'm not sure why I'm having issues today. But we want to make sure we have our flame buddy at the ready. And we might as well make it active while we're here. This is going to be the Way of the Voice. And Lucy, I'm not even taking you because I know the nonsense that waits ahead of us. Might actually be past the mill. And again, this way we can tackle all of Iverstead and not have this looming over our heads. So here we are. The infamous journey up to the top of the Throne of the World. Many people, this is one of the first quests they do, but definitely the longer you wait, the harder this trek gets. And of course, we want to make sure we get all the shrines on the way up. I believe it's a trophy, I don't actually remember, but it does give you a special perk if you get all 10 of them. Emblem 1. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs. For the voice could blot out the sky, and flood the land. So this is also going to give you some backstory on how we ended up getting the voice as you make your journey up. And you can already hear some stuff going on. So, play Matronach, let's go. Now see, when I did this on the other playthrough, I had a frostbite spire here. So it really does change depending on when you decide to take on this mission. I forgot, we don't have flames, we have firebolt now. Burn and smack. Down, boy. And the sad thing is, that's the very first thing they throw at you. So, gosh only knows what awaits further up. Heck, I remember one playthrough, I came here immediately, right after killing the dragon at Whiterun, when I was still like level 5, and there was only a wolf there. So, they definitely scale it up with you. Come on, goats, we can get it there. Our stamina is absolutely terrible. Barknar.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
See, even you mentioned the wolves. Apparently you didn't see the bear that was just underneath you, though. Did you hear the Graybeards called Dovahkiin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
What are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
Ah, hunter. Okay. There must be a dragon that just entered the scene. Because I do not like when that song comes on. Interrupting us during our conversation, of course. Oh, the joys of Skyrim. Alright, what is it? Where is it? And just why? Let's see here. What do we possibly have for this one? Where is our flame buddy? At least he can lead the charge for us. Snuff him out. And by the way, since he wants to interrupt us, we'll go ahead and read the plaque anyway. So plaque 2, men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. Yes, you probably should get out of here. But hopefully, it looks like the dragon went on ahead of us, so it might be clearing some of the enemies off the mountain for us. Which I am perfectly fine with. Don't attack it unless absolutely need to. But there is something up ahead. We see on our radar. No, that dragon's not to leave. It's Ice Wraith. What in the heck? Flame Atronach, do you mind? Apparently he vanished. And good, the dragon ran away. Go away. Thank you. Those things are a pain because they literally just pop out of nowhere. Okay, dragon did not go away. Oh jeez, it's a blood dragon too. AKA they sap your health whenever they hit you with their shout. I would name some spoilers about what's on top of this mountain, but what's on top of this mountain should, you know, be keeping the dragons at bay. If you know, you know. Because we are absolutely not equipped to handle this right now. Oh. Forget this. Yeah, it's almost better if we had a way to do invisibility. Hey, the game literally felt sorry for us and automatically gave us a checkpoint here. And all of a sudden, Mule's back with us. You know, that's fine, especially if the dragon shows up again. That should have been our first clue something was wrong, the dead goat on the side of the path. Alright, let's get our third ally on the field. And for the love of gosh, let's get ourselves a better weapon here. Tullius's sword should do good here, because it does have the absorb health ability. So that and fast healing, let's go. And that is why Flame Atronach is literally broken early game. Just get him to keep taking pot shots at everything for you. And you can tell we have not invested at all into our stamina. And I believe just the waiting an hour automatically despawns our flame buddy. So we'll have to make sure to put him back out here. We also know there's an Ice Wraith and Saber Cat in front of us. But this time, we have the invincible Mule to help out. We've already read that plaque. Let's continue on. And this time, quick save. Such a beautiful area, though. Getting on top of the throw of the world, Definitely one of the prettiest places in Skyrim, I think. Alright, here's the Ice Wraith. The good thing is I don't hear the dragon yet. Yeah, I think we have the Ice Wraith stuck on a tree, or we did. That helps. Yeah, I don't really know why we're so slow in attacking right now. It might be the armor we have on. Keep waiting an hour to keep that stamina up, and there is the Saber Cat. Here is the bane of our existence. So let's do some platforming to get away from it. As you can see, it is very good at climbing. And this is when having the force shout would definitely be in handy to blow it off the mountain. But we don't have it yet. Yes, go after Mule. She can handle you better than I can. Apparently Mule's using paralysis somehow, or we are. Just for good measure. Because that green is typically some sort of paralysis spell. I would say whatever Mule has, she's able to use it. Absolutely works perfect for us. And again, more dead animals. Should have been the telltale sign. Continue our way up. The flags kind of lead the way. And here is going to be marker number 3. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. So right there is telling us the voice came from the dragons. The people couldn't do it. And that is a message you never want to read. Can't wait while there's enemies around. What is it? Quick save. And I hear the music for it, but I don't see anything. Ah, another Ice Wraith. Well, it's no match for the trio fighting our way up the mountain right now. Now, I don't see any steps over here. I think we're off the beaten path. I believe it's... Yep, this way. The path does get dusted over from time to time, but again, this is when those little flags are to help redirect you if you get lost. But every once in a while, absolutely take a moment to just enjoy the scenery. Right now, we're getting about to the tops of all the other mountains in Skyrim. Throw the world absolutely the tallest point. Get us some snowberries. Wait out the stamina. And keep an eye out for all these emblems. Alright, somehow you didn't die.
Yes?
Carita? Who are you?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that. If you don't
Oh
mind.
my gosh, every time I talk to someone. Oh, for the love of gosh. Mule, this is the moment. So it looks like no matter what you do, we're going to end up having to face this thing. So immediately offset the damage with our fast healing. Our Flame Atronach's not doing anything. And the problem is the dragon doesn't have many places it can land. So this is gonna be tricky. We need to go bow. Use our little rock for cover. Make sure we actually have a good weapon, actual good arrows equipped. There we go. This is partly why there's so many stealth archers in the game too, because there's almost no better way to deal with the dragons, especially low level. Well, Mjol's invincible, so not worried about her. Keep on it. Alright, we're getting there. Again, keep using our rock for cover. Sorry, Pilgrim, but there's really not much we can do. We're lucky just to be surviving this ourselves. Alright, we got it about half down now. Keep on, Mule. You got staggered. Never underestimate the importance of the scenery. Attack it on the side and you're okay. Just don't let it get that head wrapped around to you. Keep on it, Mule. Got it. Got it. It might actually fall off the mountain. Let's quickly grab the stuff.
Always filled my heart with excitement.
What a fight. But truly the definition of the Skyrim experience. You spend any amount of time in the world map too long, you're gonna get a dragon to the face. You pretty much have to be ready for it at any time. So let's continue on. RIP for the Pilgrim, but it seemed like the last few we've talked to, one of those dragons have been nearby. So if we weren't here, they were going to get attacked regardless. Alright, this section. We have up here, quick save of course, our Frost Troll. And this thing is literally like the Wolverine of the game. Teeth, claws, and bad attitude. These things can be an absolute menace early on in the game to deal with. But considering we just survived a dragon, I think we're going to be okay. You know, I probably won't even edit the deaths out because they were just too funny. And you can see just how ridiculous the damage output on them is, even with this high armor rating. So let's coax it over. You'll might be able to paralyze it. And get caught in the crossfire. You'll go down no problem. Alright, come on, adventurers. We're past the halfway point at this point. And the next shrine in the set. Men prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. And yes, I believe we missed one of the markers. We will get that at a different time. To be honest, we really just want to get there right now. I'd say we'll grab them on the way back down when we go back to Iverstead. So far, for the people that have just entered, we have had to deal with a bear, we've had to deal with 2 different ice wraiths, we've had a blood dragon, and a frost troll. They have definitely not made this easy for us. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. So the people learned to shout just like the dragons, and the dragons started to back off. Again, we've not worked our stamina at all, so we can just weigh it out as we run, so we never run out, as long as nothing's nearby. Just like that. And that's just one way to basically have infinite stamina as long as there's no enemies around. And the good thing is, look what we see right up ahead. It literally took us all night and fighting half the registry of enemies in Skyrim. But we made it. Hi, Hrothgar. And I don't know if we got the supplies from that guy to deliver. I don't think we did. Which is something we'll also have to do when we go back to Iverstead. Nope.
My mother was a strong woman. She's the one who instructed me in my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
She was one heck of a strong woman, the way you manhandled that dragon. Hello? Hey. As they come out of the shadows.
A Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
I'm answering your summons.
We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
And they're expecting you, yes, it actually says it there, to have the unrelenting force shout. Any other ones, they don't want you to use. And believe me, these are not people you want to make hostile.
Do not be afraid. Their shout will not harm us. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Graybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Graybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
I'm ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the 2nd word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
And this is why we prioritized coming here, because this is really the only way to get the main shout of the game.
But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new food.
All right.
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
And this is why it's so important. You don't actually have to have Mule. Could you move? Could you move?
I'm itching for a fight.
Because I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up hitting you and you're gonna go psychotic.
Anything, as long as I get to fight.
Over
Did
there.
you need something? Anything else before you go?
Nope.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a
Alright,
hunter,
let's do the
but
test.
I think the motivation's a bit higher. He never complained. I missed.
I knew you were gonna do it. I just knew it. You're like programmed onto this spot.
Well done. Again.
There we go. One more.
You learn quickly. Once more. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Just don't say his name too fast. Master Bori. Out the courtyard we go. Just so we can learn a new trick in our arsenal, and one that is extremely useful traveling the main world for. But you thought we moved slow when we were overweight. Part of me thinks their slow movement is to hide some loading screens that could be happening.
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wood, which means whirlwind.
Wood.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thumb.
And this shout absolutely gets you out of trouble.
Master Bori, and we will gift you some wood.
And again, they do this so you don't have to have any dragon souls before you come here.
Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Hrothgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. then it will be your turn.
And yes, this is...
Bori. Vex! Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
And again, we just want to make sure it's equipped for one, since we switched. So whirlwind sprint, definitely one of the most used shouts in the game. Oh yeah, you have to actually do it right when he opens it. There we go. Okay, Arngeir.
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself.
Thank you. What's next?
You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostergraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually pops up on screen for you to see, but this was a trophy, the way of the voice. And we don't want any more information just yet, because we're going to learn it as we go. And you notice the top of the mountain is blocked for the moment. And there is definitely a good reason for that. But if we take a look over the side, you are absolutely taller than everything else in Skyrim right now. Throw of the world, the highest point. With that being the peak way up there. And there being a unique weapon up there as well. That is a callback to another very famous game, which we'll be covering on the channel a little bit later. Absolutely beautiful, especially with the stars coming out at night. And with that said, we will go ahead and cut here. Basically, we were able to make the journey to the top of the Throw of the World and get started in our progression with the shouts. Retrieving the horn of Jürgen Windcaller is the last piece of the puzzle to unlock the final piece of our unrelenting force shout, Fusrada. And once we have that, we can really be unleashed on Skyrim. We'll finally have one fully charged and very useful shout under our belts. And really don't need to mess too much with the Graybeards after that, until we get to major story parts. So for now, take care everyone, and we'll see you in the next one. Be safe.